So, John, I've been asking people to share stories about how they've experienced God's love in this community. So what story do you have to share?
As I have been worshiping at St. Timothy's since the fall of 1981, I and my family have often been the very fortunate and very grateful recipients of the great love so freely given by the people in this community. Thus the potential for numerous love stories that I could tell you. But the love story that I want to share with you today is one of despair, but redemption and renewal. In the summer of 2011, while I was witnessing the decline of my wife's physical and mental health, I lapsed into a temporary state of futility and depression. During this very low point in my life, I was miraculously blessed by the entry into my life of a very wise, compassionate fellow parishioner and Stephen minister. His name, J. Patrick Ryan, or my friend Pat. From our initial meeting forward and up to and beyond the death of my wife of 57 years, in the spring of 2012, Pat faithfully, without fail, visited my home every Friday evening for a minimum of 2 hours in an attempt to comfort me, counsel me, and encourage me to rise up out of the doldrums. I truly, eagerly awaited his visit each Friday so we could talk. We would sit at my kitchen table with a glass of wine and or a cup of tea, especially a cup of tea with honey, Pat's favorite, while snacking on cheese and crackers and having our drink of choice. We would discuss my current frame of mind and affairs of the day. We spoke of family responsibilities, church, children, faith, God, life and death, and many other subjects. Pat, an intellectual, was a very interesting, enlightening, encouraging, and positive individual. We often went way over our allotted time for our discussion, trying not to forget that Pat's lovely wife Barbara was waiting dinner for him at home. Pat was a wonderful role model, a loving advocate, and true friend. He helped me to understand there was only so much that I could do about my life, my wife, and her condition. He said the rest was in the hands of God. He helped me to stay on a more positive path even after her death. Some may say, well, that's what a Stephen minister is trained to do. That may be an accurate expectation. However, this Stephen minister was terminally ill, living on borrowed time, with absolutely no idea how long he had to live. Days, weeks, months. So at what may be titled as Pat Ryan's dying days, this courageous, incredible human being did not spend these critical days of his life worrying about his destiny, but visiting me and cheering me up and aiding my recovery from depression. Pat Ryan was a remarkable man. He was my salvation. He saved my sanity. He saved my life.